as many other municipalities in New Jersey have used for their urban enterprise zones for public safety, the city of New Brunswick is looking to model and request funds to have a police walking beat for our urban enterprise zones funded with the urban enterprise zone money. We have to adopt a resolution in order to submit application to use the funds that we've been allocated.
Thank you.
I would like to understand, how far the 350,000 will go. Does this mean every day for a year there'll be one officer on the beat, or is there, expectation that comes along with this funding?
Yes, Mr. Dominguez.
If I could help Mr. Dominguez, I think it's important to understand, Mr. Dominguez, how that number came about first, so that it's not a matter of what we can get for it. It's more about where the caps are, what we can ask for, and how we apply it.
So if Mr. Dominguez, if you could just talk a little bit about that.
Right, so in terms of funding that we get annually, we're allowed to allocate up to 25% toward public safety projects. So this is a conservative estimate of what 25% would be in terms of an ability to project it forward into future years with estimated growth for the allocations that we'll be getting. The amount of officers we will be targeting daily service in these areas. The exact number of officers and hours will be determined as it's fleshed out toward the final submission. This authorizes to go up to 350 in the resolution, to not exceed, but we're going to work within those parameters to tighten it up and just get it perfect when we submit and get authorization from the DCA. But this allows us to go up to that limit in our 25% bonds.
Thank you. And if Mr. Dominguez, if you don't mind, if you could talk a little bit about explain again or identify again what is our UEZ area.
So the state designated certain parts of New Brunswick as urban enterprise zones many years ago, probably a couple of decades ago now. They're generally commercial corridors, so most of downtown is in the UEZ. Easton Avenue, I think up to Bartlett Street's in the UEZ, French Street's in the UEZ, pretty much the entire industrial area, down Jersey Avenue and the side streets over there are in the UEZ, and then it would stretch all the way out to Route 1 to encapsulate Sears, or the former Sears location as part of the urban enterprise zone without the map. The map is very irregular, so it's hard to exactly lay out, but those are kind of like the highlights of the portions of the city that are in the UEZ. The funding would be targeted primarily at the more centralized urban commercial corridors, primarily George Street, Easton, French Street, with potential to, go into all the other areas, but with a primary focus on the highly trafficked and active areas.
Thank you.
I think that's all.
Yes.
Mr. Dominguez, does that include the Remsen Avenue district?
Yes, a portion of Remsen Avenue is in the urban enterprise zone.